everybody, I'm Cassandra from Craft Believer After, and welcome to a very exciting episode. Today is the reveal video for the hashtag Fall in Love collab that I, together with 4 other amazing crocheters, hosted during the month of September. And today, the 1st of October, is the reveal video for our projects. Now, if you've recently joined the channel and you're not sure what the hashtag Fall in Love is all about, we just decided, with this being the change of season, we're sort of going into autumn, we all have the cooler weather, the autumn vibes, it's time to find something to fall in love with again. Now, all of us love crochet, so that is not the problem. But what we thought is, keeping within an autumn sort of vibe, and I mean, our friends in the Southern Hemisphere, they are going into spring, so they adapted the hashtag to Spring in Love. And all it means is finding something within crochet or within our craft, our fiber craft, that we have not tried before. So falling in love with something new, trying a new yarn, trying a new pattern, trying something that you've wanted to, but just have never gotten around to. So this is basically what the hashtag Fall in Love was all about. Falling in love with something new. Now, what I decided for this collab, but maybe before I start, because I'm just so excited to show you guys what I ended up making during this month, let me just mention the fantastic ladies that I'm hosting this collab with is the wonderful Caroline over at For the Love of Crochet, Julie over at Kay's Mom Crochets, Marsha at Mimi Makes Keepsakes, and Bonnie over at Strawberry Bonnie Crochet. All of them lovely ladies, fantastic crocheters. Almost all of us, well, I think all of us are primarily amigurumi makers, which made this such a fun collab. So I'm excited to see what the other ladies have come up with, and of course I cannot wait to show you what I have done. Now, just to recap, or for those of you who missed my intro video, I will show you what I decided on. And my fall in love was going to be using a new yarn, and the yarn I had chosen, which I have been dying to try for years, is the Sheepy's Stone Washed. So I bought like a load of different fantastic colors, and I will quickly run through the ones that I've used. This is color 833 Beryl. Then I used this lovely light green New Jade, color 819. I used this beautiful red Carnelian, color number 823. Then I used the brown, beautiful brown color, Boulder Opal 804, and I used this very beautiful, it's like a beige with a slightly pink undertone. It's called Pink Quartzite, color number 821. Now, the Sheepy Stone Wash, this is a sport weight or a number 2 weight yarn. It's 78% cotton, 22% acrylic, and with this I used a 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. So there we have it, the beautiful selection of colors I used. Now this is just this gave me such warm, fuzzy autumn feelings. I loved it. I loved working with this yarn. If you have never worked with Sheepy's Stone Washed, this yarn is fantastic. I absolutely loved working with it, and I will definitely continue working with it in the future. I just enjoyed it so much that projects came out phenomenal, and I will show you what I made. Now, in my reveal or in my announcement video, I told you guys that I would be doing 2 projects, and just about everyone guessed my first project correctly. And of course, being the bear girl, I decided to make a bear. So this is my first project. Oh my goodness, you guys, this bear pattern was fantastic. I cannot tell you how much I love this bear pattern, and I think at the moment this is easily on the top 3 bear patterns that I have ever made. And you know that I have done my fair share of bear patterns. But let me just show you from the bottom. Is it now going to focus or not? No, it doesn't want to, but there we go. Just look at that. She was so easy to whip up. Of course, I cannot remember the designer, so I will put it on the screen. I will also link everything that I mentioned down below, all of the channels that I mentioned, and all of the patterns that I use. I will be linking it down below. But this was my first pattern. No surprise to any of you that I was going to be making a bear as one of my projects, and this one did not disappoint. It was such a lovely pattern. Turned out absolutely stunning. The yarn was gorgeous. It worked up beautifully. I cannot recommend this yarn highly enough for amigurumi. It is perfect. Now the one thing is, the one downside is it's not quite as strong as working with 100% cotton. So if I pulled too tightly, especially when I closed the magic ring, I had to, I think twice, I actually broke the yarn as I pulled my magic ring closed. So I just tugged on it a little more gently eventually to not keep on breaking the yarn. It's not like it's a specifically weak yarn, but maybe I just pulled too tightly on it, but that's just something to take care of. It did break a little easier for me than the 100% cotton I normally work with. But apart from that, this is a brilliant amigurumi yarn. It works up beautifully. You cannot see it on the screen, but it does have a slight halo. Maybe here at the back you can see it a little bit. Oh, it is just wonderful. And then in one of the comments, I think, could it have been Mary? Someone mentioned that she thinks I'm going to make a bear, and the bear is going to be covered in leaves because they were going to be playing in the autumn leaves. And I had this idea to make leaves. Now, not to crochet them, I wanted to use polymer clay, which I did. I made some adorable leaves using polymer clay. Now, can I show you what this looks like? There we go. So I've got this little, it's like a cookie cutter in the shape of a leaf, and I mixed some oranges, greens, browns, and I made a whole bunch of leaves. So lovely texture on it. Each leaf is different depending on how I rolled it out. So I do actually have this little tiny basket completely filled up with leaves. Now I'm very sorry, it seems it is a bit dark where I'm filming at the moment. It doesn't want to pick up my beautiful leaves, but I've got this tiny little basket filled with leaves, and I'm still working on a plan on how to attach them or what to do with them in terms of my little bear. Now originally I'd strung them. I took some thin embroidery thread. I threaded the leaves that it looked like a little garland, but it just didn't look natural when I sort of draped it around her. My husband said she looked like she was wearing a sash, you know, like the like a beauty pageant sash. It didn't look very natural. I thought, now I'm gonna have to work out a different plan. So eventually I will show you when I come up with the ideal way to get these adorable little leaves on my bear. I will show you. But so this was one of the ideas that you guys just put in my brain, and I loved it. And you will be seeing these leaves in a few upcoming projects as well, because I made so many and they were just so lovely to work with. And using polymer clay, super easy, it goes quick. I love working with different crafts. But anyway, long story, this is my first project. Now I think the biggest mystery was the second project that I made. And although there were some fantastic guesses, you guys put such ideas in my head that I almost had decided to chuck my original idea and pick up some of the ideas that you guys put in the suggestions as what you thought my second project would be. But not a single person guessed correctly. And I will show you what my second project is. I love it. As I mentioned, it's something I've never made before, but still in the realm of amigurumi. And what I made is this adorable mushroom house. Now, this actually didn't take long. The big part, which is the mushroom part, you know, the top and this part, that didn't take that long. It was these smaller things. The door, just look at how cute that is. The door, these windows, 3 little windows. And then there's a half window at the top. And then, of course, the little dots. Now, even in the pattern, and what I did as well, is the pattern tells you to hot glue all these pieces on. And it's the first time I've used hot glue to attach this many crochet pieces to each other. So all of my pieces, I did hot glue in the end. I just did not have the energy all the time to crochet all of them on. So this was the first time actually that I used hot glue on a project. I've never done hot glue. I've used super glue on very small pieces in the past, but not hot glue. But I adore how this mushroom house came out. So my plan is also to use some of my little polymer clay leaves to create a little garland, maybe at the top of the door. And of course, I had to do a little scene with this mushroom house, because this lovely mushroom house cannot just stand on its own. Now, some of you, or a lot of you maybe, will remember a few episodes ago, I purchased these adorable little mice. It was actually a set of 3 little mice in a box. It was in this toy in a tin phase that I was going through, that I'm still sort of not completely out of. But there were 3 of these little mice. Now, I only brought one in to show you. And I thought I'm going to create a scene where this mushroom house is where these 3 little mice are living in. So I will put in some photos that I took showing you how I have in my mind. Now, I wish I could have taken these photos somewhere in a forest or a park or somewhere, but this was just outside our apartment. But I will show you how I set it up and how in my mind I'm thinking of these 3 triplets living in this little mushroom house. So I hope you enjoy the photos that I'm popping in. But anyway, you guys, this was such a lovely project. I used in the base just some cardboard that I cut out to make it stand. But this was such an enjoyable project, and there's so many mushroom house patterns out there. But I really, really enjoyed it, and I'm gonna have to find a place to display my little mice family with their little mushroom house. This was such a fun collab, you guys. I love doing collabs. Quite a few of you sent us photos as well, and I will do a little collage or a montage. I don't know what you call it. I will do that at the end of the video. I'll put in the names, and if they said in their email to me what it is that they fell in love with, I will also pop that on the screen. But there were some gorgeous, well, not some, all of them were absolutely gorgeous, completely different patterns, each and every one of them. I always love doing collabs, and we love getting you guys involved as well. It's always super fun. The Crochet Club, what can we say? We're like one big crochet club, and it is fantastic. I love hanging out with each and every one of you. Every time I do a video, I cannot wait to read the comments, the suggestions. You guys are just fantastic, and I cannot tell you how much I enjoy being a part of this fantastic community. Anyway, you guys, that was it. So there you have it. Mushroom House Mystery Project number 2. My bear, which is hardly a mystery. Everyone knew I was going to be making a bear. I love this pattern. Top 3 bear patterns. I don't know. This might be very close to number 1. I'm not sure. I think one of these days I will be doing a bear pattern roundup. But this one, definitely top 3. I can guarantee it. Alright friends, that is it for this episode and for this collab. I hope you enjoyed hashtag fall in love with us. If you are posting photos on Instagram, please use the hashtag. You can also type the hashtag in the YouTube search bar and it will pop up anyone else, any other channels who joined in. A few of the photos that I received are from other channels, and I will link the channels down below. Also, I will link, of course, the channels of the 4 ladies who co-hosted this collab with me. It is wonderful. I cannot wait to see what they all did. So please pop around to their channels, have a look what they came up with for hashtag fall in love. All right, friends, I will actually see you tomorrow. So today, 1st of October, can you believe it? We're in October. Tomorrow, the 2nd of October, is the kick-off of another collab that I am very, very blessed to be a part of, and it is the hashtag not so scary Halloween. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, you guys, stay safe and stay crafty.